And under the care of the Good Shepherd, Precious became clean, strong, healthy, and most importantly, loved. The first thing Precious thought every morning and the last thing she thought every night was,
I belong to the Good Shepherd. I am precious to him.
Now, Sammy and Precious had become even closer friends since the shepherd had redeemed her. Sammy took special delight in helping Precious learn the ways of her new flock.
Tomorrow, we begin our trip to the high places.
Where are the high places? Why are we going there?
The high places are wonderful. It's almost summer. It will be hot and dry here, so there won't be much grass. But in the mountains there will be beautiful green grass and fresh, cool streams.
But I'm afraid to climb up on those high mountains.
You don't have to be afraid. Our shepherd will be with us. But there is something very important that you must remember.
What?
Our shepherd is always before us, leading the way. When it's dark and you can't see him, just listen for his voice.
Do you think I'll recognize his voice?
Oh yes, you'll know his voice because you belong to him. He will guide us through the valleys and up the places he has prepared for us.
The next day, the flock started on their journey. They slowly climbed uphill, then they came to a valley. The verdant grass was yummy, but the mountains and cliffs on all sides made the valley seem dark and scary. Precious was now weak and tired.
Oh, I'm so tired. I don't think I can keep up with the other sheep. What if they leave me and I get lost?
My little Precious, are you tired and afraid? Let me carry you for a while.
Now I'm not afraid. I will fear no evil in this scary valley because my shepherd is with me.
As the flock continued its climb to the high places, Precious began to worry again. Troubled thoughts were running around wildly in her head.
Oh dear.
Good morning, Precious. We're almost there.
I hope so. Will I like the high places? What if I get lost? What if something attacks me? What if I start rolling down and can't stop?
You don't need to worry, Precious. We're going to a tableland. It's level ground, and it's wonderful, because our shepherd has prepared it for us.
When did he prepare it? How did he prepare it?
He made this journey before he brought us here. He got rid of harmful enemies and cleared the ground of all the things that can harm us.
So there are no enemies?
There will always be some enemies. Sometimes wolves will creep up from behind the rocks and watch us. But we don't have to be afraid. Do you know why? Look at our shepherd. Can you see what he's holding?
Well, yes. His rod and his staff.
When I become afraid, I remember that our shepherd always has his rod and staff.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't really see why that should comfort me.
Well, you see, on my first journey to the high places, I decided to wander off. And that is how our good shepherd rescued me.
Now I feel peaceful. His rod and his staff comfort me too.
At long last, the flock's journey to the high places ended. As they reached the beautiful tableland their shepherd had so lovingly prepared for them.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Oh,
Come on, let's get in line.
later.
You won't be able to enjoy the tableland if you don't get in line.
There is nothing that could keep me from enjoying this magnificent place.
Trust me. One attack of those nose flies and you'll forget all about this magnificent.
Nose flies? I've heard they will drive you nuts.
I didn't get in line last year and they just about drove me crazy. I almost killed myself before my shepherd could get to me.
Well, hurry. Let's get in line. Wait a minute. Do you mean that we have to stand in a line of sheep the whole summer? Oh my. Standing in a line, sleeping in a line, eating in a line, drinking in a line, using the potty in a line? I don't think I'm gonna like this place after all.
Take a deep breath and calm down, precious. We just have to get in line for our shepherd to pour oil on their heads. He has a special oil that will keep us from getting nose flies.
Why do I always make everything so hard?
It takes time to trust our shepherd. The more you know him, the more you'll trust him. You'll even trust him when you don't understand what he's doing or why he's doing it.
You're right, Sammy. It'll take some time, but I do want to know him better. Sammy, I've been thinking for a while about everything that you told me about our shepherd. Since our shepherd bought me, I have been living as if there was only a drop of his love in my cup. And I think I was afraid that the last drop would be gone any minute. I think I'm beginning to understand that my cup will never be empty. It is always overflowing with his love.
Precious, you've got it. Our shepherd's love does not depend on who we are, what we do, or where we are. He will always love us. His love never fails.
Now, if I can just remember that. Bertha is so annoying. Whenever I'm playing with someone, she wants to play with us. When we divide into teams for a game, she wants to be on my team. And she is so awkward and slow that she makes our team lose. When I'm trying to rest, she wants to talk. She acts as if she's my best friend. And she's so bossy. She really aggravates me. Why are you so quiet?
I'm trying to decide whether now is a good time to teach you something our shepherd taught me.
Why wouldn't this be a good time?
Do you think your heart is ready to hear something wonderful, even if it hurts at first?
I'm not sure, but I know you would only do what is good for me, so I probably need to hear whatever you're going to tell me.
Okay, here it goes. You better not roll your eyes and give me that look.
What look?
That I'm so annoyed with you look.
Do I give you that look?
Oh yeah.
Then I think I need to hear what you have to tell me.
Well, precious, I used to get annoyed with other sheep all the time, and I had no mercy toward weaker sheep. It irritated me that it took so much of the shepherd's time and that we all had to help them.
Sammy, I can't imagine you getting annoyed with anyone. You're so good and kind.
But you didn't know me before our shepherd taught me what I'm going to tell you. Here it is, and I hope you'll never forget it. There are no annoying sheep, just annoyed sheep.
So, the problem is not the other sheep. The problem is me?
Yup.
Are you sure Bertha is not the problem?
Think about it, precious. What is the one thing that is true of every sheep in our flock, even Bertha?
Our good shepherd bought every one of us. We all belong to him. Oh, Sammy, how could I be annoyed with the sheep that our shepherd loves? But I'm confused. Is it right for Bertha to, well, to be like she is?
If Bertha needs to change, our shepherd will change her. We're supposed to accept and love each other. Of course, we should also help each other.
Just like you're helping me. But Sammy, why are we all so different? It would be easier if we were all alike.
It would also be very boring. And how would we learn to show goodness and mercy if we were all alike? Our shepherd knew what we were like before he bought us. He planned for our flock to be exactly the way it is.
Oh, Sammy, you're so wise. I'm so bad. and I'm so tired of trying to be good. I don't think I'll ever be good enough to belong to our shepherd.
You're right about that. None of us could ever be good enough to belong to our shepherd. But here's the good news. He loves us because we're his. He doesn't love us more when we're good, and he doesn't love us less when we're bad. He loves us perfectly all the time. His love is a gift, and it's a gift that we can't earn and that we don't deserve. It's called grace.
I don't think my sheep brain is big enough to hold that.
You're right about that too. But the more you trust him, the more his grace and mercy will overflow from you to others.
One glorious morning, as the grass bowed down with a soft breeze blowing through the air, and as rays of sunlight began to glimmer through, Sammy and Precious watched the sunrise over the mountains.
Summer is almost over. Soon we'll start our journey back home.
I'm ready.
You're not afraid?
No, I've learned to trust our shepherd. He's merciful. He bought me when I was sick and dirty and cared for me so that now I'm strong and healthy. He's good. He always does what is good and right for me. I have finally realized that I'm a precious jewel to him, and that I will dwell in his flock forever. Actually, I'm excited about going back home.
Really? Why?
Because I hope that when our shepherd brings new sheep to our flock, I can help them to know and trust him.
Ah, very good. That's the way it's supposed to be in our shepherd's flock. One sheep tells another about our wonderful shepherd, so that each generation learns to trust him.
Sammy, thank you for showing and telling me about our shepherd. I have seen his goodness and mercy spill out of your heart onto me. You taught me. You've been kind to me. You made me feel that I belonged in this flock. You've been patient with me when I was annoyed with you, and you have forgiven me when I was unkind. You're like our shepherd.
Really?
Yes. You taught me something you didn't even realize you were teaching me.
What are you talking about, Precious?
You have shown me that the more we know our shepherd, the more we become like him. He is good and merciful, and when we live with him, we become good and merciful too. Being with him changes us from silly sheep to faithful followers. I will dwell in our shepherd's flock forever. I know that even if I stray away, he will come after me and bring me home because he loves me and I belong to him. I can't wait to tell others about him.